Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. We are continuing on in Case 5, Turnabout Ablaze, in the middle investigation portion. Alright, so what else? I mean, we already saw the body, now it's gone. It appears that Mr. Coachen's body has been taken in for an autopsy. The white outline is all that is left to tell the tale of his murder. Alright. Let's look at his desk. We couldn't before. It appears that this area was heavily damaged by the fire. Yeah, I guess we should hurry up and get started examining everything. We're going to rest every nook and cranny. Yes, we know. Every crook and granny, really. Literally, there's crooks and then there's old bag. That looks like a very comfortable chair. Well, it doesn't look all that broken, so why don't you try sitting in it? No, I'd better not. It's very important that we preserve the crime scene at all times. Wait, but you're always touching all sorts of things at crime scenes. Ooh, calling him out. That's because I'm a prosecutor and it's a part of my job to examine things. He should be wearing gloves while doing it, though. And my job is to be a great thief. Which is exactly why you are not allowed to touch anything. Okay. Sorry. That ink bottle. There's a bottle of Babah's ink on Mr. Coachen's desk. And it looks like there's still a lot of ink left inside. The seal is unbroken, so the fire probably couldn't get into the bottle to burn up the ink. Hey, Mr. Polino, it looks like your precious Babahl's ink is all right after all. What? That's odd. Ambassador, what do you mean by that? Well, it's just that there is something strange about the ink. Would you mind elaborating on that statement for me, please? Oh, now I have to go all the way over here and talk to him. Alright. Now then, Ambassador, I'd like to ask about your movements before the fire broke out. Before the fire? Which fire are you talking about? Which one? There was more than one tonight? Huh? Oh, I see. I guess you didn't hear about it. We had 2 fires here at the Babahl's embassy tonight. What a bother all of that was. Wait, but the only fire we know about is the one after the Jammin Ninja show. Well, the first occurred at the start of the Jammin Ninja show. Luckily, only the 4th and 5th floors of our embassy caught on fire. Not wanting to cause a panic among the theater goers, we decided to keep it internal. Then the fire after the Jammin Ninja show was the second one of the night. Exactly. So the fire I witnessed was the second one. Come to think of it, didn't Detective Bad make reference to the first fire? Yes, he did. He said something about the 4th and 5th floors? After the fire, then the 4th and 5th floors were put out. I suppose this means that the photo was taken just after the first fire was put out. Alright. So then, what was the extent of the damage in the second fire? The second fire was contained to this floor, the 3rd floor. I think it was leftover embers from the fire on the floors above it that caused it. That's, how should I put this? A very bad stroke of luck. My office on the 5th floor, Manny's office here, and Manny himself, all gone in the blink of an eye. Wow. I feel so sorry for you, Mr. Polino. Oops, look at me going on and on. Now then, what was it you wanted to ask again? We were discussing what your actions and whereabouts for today were. And if you happen to know what Mr. Coachen's actions and whereabouts were as well. Yes, very well. Let's see. I've been quite busy all day from morning until now. I'm really exhausted. First I woke up and then I brushed my teeth, and after that I had a roll for breakfast. Fascinating. But how about if you just skip to the relevant parts for me? Oh, you'd like a condensed version? Alright, I can do that for you. And then he repeats everything he just said. Morning activities. So what did Mr. Coachen and you do this morning? Well, originally we were supposed to meet and shake hands with the German ninja, but Manny and I wanted to turn it into a photo op, so we were here tidying up his office. You helped clean Mr. Coachen's office. Why were you not cleaning your own? Oh, I think I forgot to mention this, but my office is currently undergoing renovations. Which is why both the Prima Duck statue and the Babahl's knife set are down here. I see. Oh, but the tidying didn't take much, really. We just burned some files we no longer needed and expired coupons in the fireplace. You know, burning files is a little shady, buddy, just saying. I bet cleaning up the fireplace must have been a real pain though, huh? About that, I kinda forgot to clean the ashes out. I guess I'm up a creek without Manny here to get angry at me. An ambassador like yourself has been on the receiving end of a secretary's anger. Oh, he was very good at being very mad. Why, even just this morning he got mad at me. God, that's really unprofessional. I spilled some Babahl's ink onto the back wall when I was burning the files, you see. And he got mad at me, saying that I should treat the ink with more respect. Apparently, orders go up the chain of command around here. Yeah. That's about it for what we did this morning. Just some cleaning. Don't tell me you had no other work to do, being an ambassador and all. You would think, right? Okay. Now then, if you could tell me what you and Mr. Coachen did this afternoon. Well, Manny and I went down together to the Theatrum Neutralis. We had to be there for the start of the Steel Samurai stage show. After the show started, I went back to my office on the 5th floor alone. So they were together until the start of the Steel Samurai show. A little while later, after I had straightened myself up a bit, I returned to the theater, because I was to take part in the photo op on stage at the end of the show. There was a commemorative photo op at the end. It was a fantastic photo of the three of us, Ambassador Alba, the Steel Samurai, and myself. After the photo shoot, I went back to my office on the 5th floor to prepare for my handshake photo op with the German ninja. He seems to be rather overworked for an ambassador. You just said that he didn't have much to do, right? Now you're saying he's overworked? Although I will say all this back up and down and back and forth is probably tiring for him. And when I got to my office, that's when the first fire broke out and I escaped down the stairs. My office was completely destroyed, but thankfully no one was hurt. I admit I ran away from the first fire as fast as my legs could carry me. But during the second one I pitched in and helped the embassy staff put it out. So you didn't see Mr. Coachen again after the start of the Steel Samurai show? Yes, that's right. The next time I saw him, he was lying there in eternal sleep. I see. Ambassador Paleno, I thank you very much for your help. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance, Mr. Edgeworth. If there's anything else, please don't hesitate to ask, alright? Like, how are your hands? Because the constant rubbing and stuff must be really bad for them. Seriously. It's such a weird habit. I wonder if you might tell me what you noticed about Mr. Coachen's bottle of ink. I just thought of it right now, but during the second fire, Manny was worried about his office, so he came rushing back to it. So you did see him, okay. I called out to him, and when I received no reply, I used my spare key to open the door. But when I did, I was greeted by roaring green flames. The flames were so big that I wasn't able to see into the room at all. The fire was green. What was the cause? Well, wit crystal oil burns green when it's lit, as you can see by this lantern. And Babah's ink is made from the same oil, which means it would also burn green. You know, I too had thought it was Manny's ink that had caught on fire. So that's why I was surprised to find out there was still a bottle of ink left on his desk.
The case of the perplexing green flames. Talk about a mystery.
What exactly was it that caught on fire in here? Very good question. Is there something we could present to him before we carry on? Anything else? The counterfeit bills, maybe? I can't believe that Babahl's ink was being used in such an evil scheme. And if people were to find out, that would really tarnish the global image of Babahl. This is really bad. Really, really bad. Oh, Babahl's in a bind now. Is it just me, or do his words not match his facial expression? I was just thinking the same thing. He's like smiling still. Okay. What else? What else? We already talked about the ink. What about the statue? This statue resembles that hero, the Steel Samurai, don't you think? I was thinking, what would you say to changing its name to the Steel Samurai statue? It just might attract a few more tourists to our country if I did, right? Dude. I'm not sure what to think. I thought that thing was a national treasure. Okay. Anything else? What's this? Photo? Ambassador Pelena, I was wondering if you might have some thoughts on this. I think that you would know more about the case than I. So let me make it up to you for not knowing anything about that with these coupons. Thank you, however I feel I must decline. Alright, maybe that is all. Alright. Let's go back to examining his desk. Okay. What is that, a phone?
So I guess embassy phones are just like normal phones, huh?
Well, what did you imagine them to look like?
I thought that Babahl's would look like a flower and the receiver would be a butterfly. That way, it looked like the butterfly receiving was sucking nectar from the flower base.
If any country had a flower phone, it would be Alabas, don't you think?
Oh, then maybe the phone I envisioned would have been from when they were Cadopia.
There's really no point in asking me about something that never existed in the first place.
Huh! You know what you lack, Mr. Edgeworth? Curiosity and an imagination.
Shut up, Kay. There's only one book left standing here. Treasures of the World.
Wait, what? Let me see that. Uh-huh. I see. Ah! The most important part was blackened by the fire. Why, cruel fate, why?
It looks like the map of where the treasures are located has been burnt. Thank goodness. Okay, what's this? Looks like a bunch of flyers with coupons attached to them.
Babahl sure gives away a lot of different coupons. Maybe I should create one of my own. I could call it the Great Thief Coupon.
And what kind of discount would that net you?
The 5-finger kind, what else? And I'd steal an extra thing or two for the bearer.
Things such as?
Such as the truth. What else would I steal?
What I wouldn't give to have a mountain of your coupons right about now. It's cute when he plays along. Manny Coachen, his name is written here on this nameplate.
Why would you put a nameplate with your name on it in your own office?
I suppose it's to inform people in case they walked into the wrong room by mistake.
Do you think maybe it's also there to remind you of your own name if you forget?
Well, either way, it's never a bad thing to sit a nameplate on one's desk. Unless you're like me who doesn't have my own desk, so I can't do that. It looks like a bunch of flyers with coupons attached to them. I mean, I have my own station, I guess, but I don't really want my name displayed anyway. Not to the kind of people I deal with. A bunch of... Oh, it's the same? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, what's in the drawer? It would appear that this desk also fell victim to the fire.
But it doesn't look too damaged. Oh, I think we can rifle through this drawer a bit.
I suppose we really should take a look. Oh. I mean, those pens and stuff are not important. Actually, no. What, is that a paper? Seems that the contents of this drawer survived the fire rather well.
Now that's a sturdy desk. I guess that's the value of solid wood construction. Let's see if there's anything useful left in here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Alright. This thing sticks out. This is a rather unusual shape for a notepad. I suppose this must be another souvenir from somewhere. Oh, now we can deduce. Is this spot somehow connected? Yes, I think so. Where is it? Aha! Eureka! The shape of this notepad matches the shape of this note we found.
Hey, you're right. What is it? It looks like something straight out of Monument Valley.
Monument Valley. What the? I don't know what that is. Yes, the notepad is a souvenir from somewhere in your country. We've been collecting them for the purpose of studying them, you see. Yes, I do. You do seem to be quite passionate about it. Oh, would you like to see my souvenir collection? I'd love to show it to you. Are you sure they haven't been burnt to a crisp by the fires? Ambassador Paleno, I wonder if you might recognize the handwriting on this note? This looks like Manny's handwriting. I see. In that case...
Oh, did you figure something out?
This note was found in Alabaster. Specifically, it was found being firmly gripped by the murdered Damask II.
Damask II? Then this note...
Yes, it was a request from Mr. Coachen for Damask II to steal the Prima Doc statue. What? Manny tried to steal Alabaster's Prima Doc statue? We would know for sure if we could run a handwriting analysis. Ambassador, do you have any documents that were handwritten by Mr. Coachen? Yes, I can gather a few and give them to you, if they didn't get burned. I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe later to run the analysis. I can't believe that Manny would even think of doing something like this. Do you have any idea as to why he would have requested the theft of the statue? Well, we already said earlier that Alabaster had the real statue, while Babahl had the fake one. There is one possibility, but mind you, it's just my personal speculation. Anything you can tell me would be of great help, Ambassador. Well, gonna go talk to him again. What's up, dude? Alright. I believe that you said you might have an idea as to why Mr. Coachen hired Damask II. Actually, I fear it may be my fault. As I was telling you earlier, we were to determine which statue was the real one as a part of today's event.
But because of the Atagarasu and the fire here, that got cancelled, didn't it?
I'm actually relieved the rest of the event has been cancelled. For you see, Babahl's statue, well, It's just a replica. And did Mr. Coachen know that about Babahl's Prima Duck statue? Of course he knew. That's why he was the only person I could consult with. We'd have to do something once our statue was revealed as a replica. As to be expected, I was very nervous today, as this would impact our country's authority. Yes, I understand. Well, when I told Manny my concerns, he said, "Let me handle it. It'll be all right. I'll find a way to make sure you're the ambassador of the reunited Codopia."
Now, I don't think Manny did this because he cares about Paleno. I think he just likes that Paleno lets him have all the power, while he tells Paleno everything to do. So I think he was perfectly content being his secretariat, ruling from the shadows, so to speak.
At the time, I thought he was just trying to cheer me up. But when I saw that note, I realized he was serious. Mr. Coachen conducted a lot of business behind your back. I assumed he did all that to ensure that you're the next Codopian ambassador. But why was he trying so hard, I wonder? He was so much better at getting things done than I ever was or will be. I don't know the answer to why he was trying so hard yet. But I suspect he had an ulterior motive in mind beyond just simple kindness.
Oh, here you are, Mr. Edgeworth.
Whoa, gumshoe voice out of nowhere. I was not ready. What's up, bro?
Detective Gumshoe.
Did I just say what I think I just... Oh, Lord. I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't say it. You guys, if I did, I'm so sorry. I think I tried to say it correctly, but I'm like so tired that I think I said it weird. Oh, Lord.
Have you collected the information that I requested?
God.
Yep, got it all right here, sir. Here you go, Kay. Feel free to take a look. It's for you, after all.
What is all this, Gummy?
It's all the information on this room that I got from the embassy and Interpol people. Now we know exactly how this room was before and after the fire.
Good work, Detective.
Ah, it was nothing, sir. I'm an expert at getting people to talk.
Wow, you two remind me so much of my father and Uncle Bad.
What do you mean?
As prosecutor and detective, your dynamic is just like theirs back in the day. Aww. Well, don't you worry. I'm going to find my own wonderful partner someday.
I like to imagine her becoming a detective, honestly. I think that'd be really cute.
And when I do, I'm going to become a good Yatagarasu, just like my father, right?
Please don't ask me questions to which I have no answers to, Kay.
It's like, I could see her either becoming a prosecutor like her dad or becoming a detective. Because she feels like, I don't know, I don't feel like she'd be a good fit for prosecutor based on her personality. But based on what we know happens with Emma becoming a detective, I was like, oh, Emma could be her partner. Emma would be the detective while she would be the prosecutor. But I still don't get that prosecutor vibe from her. And I definitely don't get the defense lawyer vibe from her either. So in her quest to find the truth, maybe she could become like a private eye? That'd be cool. We don't really have private eyes, you know? Anyway, that's just my fanfiction ideas roaming around in my head when it comes to her.
However, I can say that it is truly a wonderful thing to find a partner you can trust.
Aw. You bet. So, what now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
Yes?
That gadget, Mr. Thief, is it? The thing you call your secret weapon.
Oh, you mean Little Thief. You're coming to rely on it, aren't you?
Hey, it's a cool tool. I don't need a crutch like that. I'm only asking because I need it for the investigation. From the information Detective Gumshoe gathered in the ambassador's testimony, I'd like you to please recreate this room as it was during the third floor fire.
You got it. All right, here we go. Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dare takes wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
Everyone clap. Nicely done. It seems there are other things besides what the ambassador mentioned that have changed. It's possible that we might find the escape route the person Kay saw used as well. Ooh, what is this? Is it some sort of light show I was never told about?
This is the power of a true vigilante. It's recreating the room with the info I inputted.
Really? That is certainly one interesting device you have there, Miss Faraday. I believe it's about time we return to our investigation.
Okay. I mean... Okay. We didn't get to finish looking around before they did all of this, though. So I kind of feel like telling her to stop it.
Yes?
Little Thief?
Ready for a review on how to use Little Thief? Okay, here we go.
No, I don't need a review. Okay. Things that are not present in our time, but were present in the past. Things in a dotted line are things that exist now, but didn't in the past. I see. You can examine and interact with replicated people and objects as you normally do. Is that evidence? Okay. Find out mistakes. With evidence. Yes. Thank you for the refresher course, Kay. Something you don't get? Feel free to ask me anytime. I can't go back. I was trying to get out of it so we could finish examining. I mean, we can examine here anyway. There's a lot of, interesting things. Oh. Man, this is a long investigation, but we will be doing all of this in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this, and until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye!